Hey guys, it's Hither and Coco. We are here together to talk to you about reinventing yourself. This question has actually come to me from one of my Instagram followers. Her name is the Lioness Label. Whoever you are, we love your question. And I was true to my word. I told you guys that give me any requests that you want me to talk about on a YouTube video and I will go out and do it. Her idea, her content idea or question was top tips on how to reinvent yourself. So, reinventing yourself is something that is a crucial skill you need to learn, don't we, Coco? Coco's contemplating which direction to go because I have blocked him in. You may go that way. No? Okay. Anyway, reinventing yourself is super important because, well, to be honest, let's face it, you have to change in your life, throughout your life, because if you're the same person when you're 20 till the point you're 40, I believe you've just wasted 20 years of your life. You need to change. So reinventing yourself is a skill that you need to learn how to do. The first thing you need to do is your journal. I have always said this. You need to write down what you want to achieve and be very clear about it. And secondly, write down who you need to become to achieve those goals, because it's that part that is crucial and that will pretty much gear you to reinventing yourself. So when you've got a very clear idea about what you want to get and therefore who you have to be to achieve that goal, because you right now may not achieve a fantastic goal up here somewhere, staying the person you are right now. That applies to me too, by the way. I do this to myself. So this exact skill is what I do to myself pretty much every week if I have to, just to really up my goals or raise the bar on my life. So you need to be very clear who you have to be. Write down the characteristics, visualize it, make it very clear. Now, the decision making then becomes the magic after this, because that's where you'll get to a point in your life. So let's just say you've got to a decision point. A decision point in your life means there's one or two or three different things you could do at that point. And the way to make a decision should be very simple. Think of the person you need to become, which is person B, let's say, and you're point A right now. If that decision gets you closer to point B, that's the decision you take. If the decision was taking you way past like somewhere else, that's the decision you don't take. So that's how you reinvent yourself. I actually find it so simple when I break it down into those steps. I hope that has made sense for you. So literally, it's in the moments of decision that your whole life is changing. You've got to make the decisions that take you closer to where you want to be, i.e. the person you want to become. That's how you reinvent yourself. Now following up from that, the Lioness Label said, most importantly, when you know you've outgrown who you used to physically and mindset wise, how do you educate others around you to grasp onto your new persona? Now, I find that a very, dare I say, cringy kind of way of putting it. Why do you need other people to be educated? Okay, I assume I have been in this situation. I can only assume this is a similar situation where I used to live at home once upon a time with parents and siblings, and they needed to understand how I was shifting, my dynamics shift, because as you change, the dynamics of your relationships will massively change, and it will really rock the boat, whether it's with parents, whether it's with your girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, your siblings, your friends. They're all going to notice it on a subconscious level that, wow, this person is acting really different and we don't like it anymore because you're no longer fitting their picture of you. And that's, I think, what you're trying to say, which is a fair point. It isn't actually something you need to do. I would say if you really have to explain yourself and say, well, this is where I'm going to go, guys and girls, this is what I want to do, they might then pull you down and say, well, don't be stupid, you don't need to achieve that, that's far too greedy, or why do you need to do this? They may just pull you down, in which case that reaching out for validation could be very dangerous. Try not reaching out to get approval, because you're not going to get it, or if you do, it's unlikely to stay that way. So the best thing is, if you want to educate someone as to where you want to go and how you're changing, well then yes, be clear with them. This is where I'm going, and just so you know, I may not be the same decision maker as I used to be. And if they hear you, then great, you're okay. If they don't hear you, then unfortunately you're gonna have to carry on down that path and possibly lose a few friends, and the dynamics will shift to a point that when you achieve that goal of person B and that goal itself, you should be inspiring them to change also. So if you do it correctly, you will be inspiring them to see that, okay, you know what, I like what she did there, even though we initially were uncomfortable with it, or he, I like what she did there, or what he did there, and I will do that too. So you end up initially pissing them off, and then secondly, you will end up inspiring them to possibly do the same thing or similar. So I think that's the best way. But don't try and wait for their approval too long. Don't try and get a pat on the back from your friends and your siblings, because I'll be honest, it's not going to be there. And to change, you're going to have to be very much a solo kind of person to achieve that goal. So I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you for the question. If you guys have got similar kind of content ideas or like questions for me to make a video on, I love talking about these kind of in-depth topics. Anything that I feel is going to help you guys, I'm willing to put it out there. So message me on the comments here. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, because we're just going to be rolling out videos all year now. So you need to keep up to date and keep learning. If you want to learn, this is a channel you need to be subscribed to. So hope that was good for you, and I'll have lots more to show you in the next few videos. So stay tuned. Bye.